Second heat, 5-second board goes up, waiting for the lights now. Is it going to be Fourie? He gets the jump. What a start from Johan Fourie. The A4 Quattro has got an awesome ability to get off the line because of that Quattro system, and the four-wheel drive has allowed him to get into the front ahead of Leroy Poulter. Third place looks like it's Michael Stephen, then Sean Watson-Smith, Melville Priest up there in fifth. Then we've got Anthony Taylor and his teammate Etienne van der Linde sandwiching Rachard Roots in the Bozel Sam Racing 350Z. Behind them, it's Robert Volk. Nice to see him back after a little bit of problems in the first heat. Just ahead of Gary Formato, who's getting it sideways. And speaking of getting it sideways, there goes Marco de Cunha into the tyre wall. Well, that's a welcome return to racing. And of course, de Cunha's only been in that car for 2 races. It's good to see him up and in the thick of the action so quickly. We're on board with Anthony Taylor, looking back at Rachard Roots. And Roots is pushing Taylor already. Reggie Roots knows how to make that car work. As we go back to the front of the field, it's the MD Transport car of Johan Fourie, and up the ends, look at the line that Michael Stephen's taking. Where did that come from? Michael Stephen using the Quattro system a little bit too much there, and he's going to cook himself, and he's off the circuit, unfortunately. The Engine Extreme Audi looks like it might be parking it as well, because the whole field has gone through. There goes Juan Gerber in the Vendetta GTI. I think that might be the end of the day for Michael Stephen. Leroy Poulter up to second now, and Watson-Smith's in third, and he's pushing it too hard as well. It looks like Melville Priest going to sneak up the inside. Look at how well that man drives. He just hangs onto the car, keeps it foot flat on the grass, and Watson-Smith slots in just behind Anthony Taylor. This is great action amongst our Class A production cars, and Bridgestone are going to be happy about the fact that they have put money behind this series. Rachard Roots is just behind Watson-Smith there. You can see him in the background. Then it's Etienne van der Linde in the second of the Castrol BMWs. We're on board with the Castrol BMW as we speak, as they go through the sweep. These boys do not give an inch as they come through there, absolutely flat out. And you can see Taylor working hard to keep Watson-Smith at bay. Watson-Smith up the inside, and he gets past. So at the front of the field, we've got an Audi, then it's a Nissan, then it's 2 Audis and a BMW, and then a 350Z. Back to Class T, it's all about Clint Weston. Once again, opening up a huge gap over the Celtics Haviline GTI of Eckhart Schoenknecht. Then it's Heinz Bozé, and then the second of the Vendetta GTIs there is Juan Gerber. Nice to see that Marco de Cunha's back up and riding in the Tubular Tech, and the second of those Sam Racing entries. Back to the front of the field, look at Leroy Poulter, a little bit of battle scars on the side of his car there, but he's not going to let that affect him. He's keeping Melville Priest at bay. Looks like Priest might have a little bit more pace in that car than what Leroy Poulter's got, and I think Poulter's just using his race pace and of course his race craft to keep Melville Priest at bay. It'll be lovely to see the BMP Audis 1 and 2, but are we going to be able to see that? That's going to be up to Melville Priest to get ahead of Leroy Poulter in this Sassel AE Nissan. He's a difficult man to pass. He's come from a huge amount of racing experience, as has Melville Priest, but not as extensive as the man in that Sassel AE Nissan. Out of Toyota Hairpin, they come down towards the sweep. This is where the Audi might have a little bit of an opportunity to get past as we go back to Class T. That's the gap between Weston, we just saw him go through, and Eckhart Schoenknecht in the Celtics Haviline GTI. Nice to see Celtics Haviline getting behind that car and giving Eckhart Schoenknecht all the support he needs. A little bit further back, the 2 red Vendetta GTIs of Gerber and Bozé. Class T looks like it's going to be all the way with Weston, and a double for the day is on the cards. There is no doubt. All he needs to do is keep it on the black stuff. These boys are battling to keep it on the black stuff, even though those Bridgestone tyres are biting into the tar very, very hard. It's Melville Priest all over the back of Leroy Poulter looking for a way past. Look at how late they're breaking into Westbank as we go back to more action and coming off the circuit. Oh, that's Robert Volk. His teammate Stevie Morris goes up the inside of him, and Volk is just having a bit of a nightmare here in PE. The Affinta Parts BMW looks to have some kind of problem. That's a big pity because they've worked really hard to get those BMs up to the pace of these Audis, Nissans and factory-entered BMs. Nice bit of driving here from Poulter, hanging onto that inside line. He knows he's got Melville Priest got a little bit more power than he has. There we see Michael Stevens' car parked on the side there, so he has definitely retired as they come across the line. It's an absolute battle out there, and the war is not over. This is the battle between the Castrol BMWs there of Etienne van der Linde and Anthony Taylor, who are sandwiching Rachard Roots. That's the problem that happened with Michael Stevens' car. Look at that, the Bridgestone tyres come completely off the rim, and that's going to cost him a lot of points here for the Engine Extreme Audi team. They were looking to do at least the double on the podium this afternoon, but unfortunately he's not going to be finishing. This is T33. Clint Harther West was one Western. He's up front in front of Eckhart Schoenknecht, the man from just down the road in East London. He's having a good weekend, but he needs to be a little bit quicker to catch that Castrol Mini. Nice to see these Vendetta GTIs still up there as well, and Juan Gerber is having an absolute stormer. Not bad for his 3rd time in the car. Here comes the leader. It is Johan Fourie, the MD Transport Audi, VMP Audi Racing coming through here, and on his tail is his teammate looking to get past the Sassel AE Nissan of Leroy Poulter. Melville Priest has not found a way past. That Sonic's car has just not got the gap yet as they come through and down towards the sweep. We're on board with Poulter on the bottom right hand of the screen. You can see how close Melville Priest is going to get to him. In front of him is MD Transport's Johan Fourie heading up to Goodyear. Well, it's going to be tight stuff between Poulter and Melville Priest. Priest trying to go around the outside using the Quattro system. Well, he gets it sideways. You don't normally see a Quattro go sideways, but Melville Priest does that as he comes across the line. Johan Fourie's going to take it. Poulter in second and Melville Priest takes third.
Sean Watson-Smith, Anthony Taylor and Richard Rutz rounded out the top 6 in Class A, while Clint Weston won Class D comfortably from the Golf GTIs of Eckhard Schoenknecht and Heinz Bose. Afterwards, the Class A podium finishers enjoyed the spoils of victory, were applauded and got to kiss the pretty trophy girl. They also wasted a lot of perfectly good champagne in the traditional motorsport manner. We chatted to race winner Johan Fourie.
Johan Fourie, what a superb race. Both of the production car races have been superb today, but there was a fantastic victory for you and the team. Well done.
Yeah, no, we needed that though, but I have to say that the racing today was very good. I'm glad Artie's on pace. We at least can dice with the front oak, so I'm happy about that. That's what racing all about. Instead of being midfield or 10 seconds behind, we were up there all day long, all weekend we were there, so I'm grateful all the Artie drivers, and then especially for our victory. I'm over the moon, I'm ecstatic, I can't say anything else. I'm just stuffed, and I owe you a penalty.
You owe me a few, but it was a great start, and I mean, you know how to win, so once you're in the front you could sniff it. You just knew that you just had to keep it going, and you'd do it.
Yeah, I just try to keep a second margin. As soon as I see him pull away, I just back off slightly. I know Leroy wasn't fighting for overall position, so I saw the other two Arties were off. I don't know what happened, so I just maintaining a gap. As soon as he was getting too close, I started pushing a bit harder, and I knew where I was strong, and as long as I just came out the bottom corner and the Nissan not able in my toe, then I know it's fine for the rest of the lap, so I was happy.
With 4 races left to contest, the fight between Leroy Poulter and Anthony Taylor for this year's overall Bridgestone South African production car title could hardly get closer.